Hey lovely boos, it's Meg from ByMegC. I figured I'd do another StitchFiddle tutorial, a little bit behind the scenes look with how I do some of my cross stitch patterns. Uh, my last video I was using my main account, which is a paid subscription. So this time I thought I would do the free version of StitchFiddle just to kind of show you that anyone can log in here and just kind of create something cool. Just wanted to add as well, this is in no way sponsored by StitchFiddle. This is just the program that I choose to use, which I find the easiest, and just want to put it out there. If you are looking to get into cross-stitch pattern making, you might enjoy this as much as I do. Yes, so let's get started. So basically, I mean, if you are into other crafts that require, making your own charts and stuff, they have options for crochet, knitting, quilting. This other one doesn't really tell you what you would use it for, but there's another option. But today we're going to do cross stitch, obviously. So we click on cross stitch, it'll give you some options for the flosses that you'll be using. Excuse me, I always use DMC. That's what my husband taught me to use. My husband was the one who actually got me into cross stitching. I used to bug him about it and just be like, haha, look at you cross stitching. And then, over time it was kind of like, I would never have the patience to do that. Like, how do you do that? And then, it just led into me, okay, I've got to try this. And once I did, I was hooked. I also crochet. I dabble in a bit of knitting, but I don't fully understand knitting yet. I keep getting, my pieces keep getting all curled up. I haven't even successfully finished a hat yet. I get halfway through and then I just get bored. But anyway, I digress. So after we choose our floss color, today we're going to start from another empty chart again, like how we did with the Nightcrawler design. So when you click on this, it asks you for the grid size that you want to use. So we're going to keep on par with what we used last time, which was 60 by 60. And you just hit create chart, and then boom, there you are. Okay, all right, we're back. Sorry, so you have navigation tools, you've got your scroll bar up here on the right, and then you've also got a scroll bar down at the bottom, because if you click on this funky little magnifying glass in the top left hand corner, you can also zoom in and out on your chart. Let's just close that for now. So to get started with plunking down your actual stitches on your space here, you would click on this little funky black square with the X in between that says full stitches, and boom. So when you start with a blank chart, StitchFiddle will give you these colors automatically each and every single time. And if you don't want them, that's fine. All you have to do is just right click on the color, and you can either replace it with any of these colors or just simply remove it. So gone. But we are actually going to replace these. So I've already got my colors written down here. So this lovely orange I need to change into black, which is 310. So again, I right clicked on the orange, I find the color I want, click on it, and then click apply, and then boom, there's my black. Okay, so I don't want this yellow color either, so I'm going to right click it just to swap it out, and then I'm going to change this one to the white, and it's not going to work, because why would it? There we go. And same thing with this green, right click on it so that the colors pop up, and I'm going to change this to this one. Now, just a footnote about this color chart that pops up. It's not too accurate. So, best thing to do if you are going to create a colorful chart through StitchFiddle is to either have the actual floss colors beside you so you can match with what they look like in real life, or if you order through DMC's site, they also have like a color chart booklet of all their threads, which I've been eyeing for quite a while, but I haven't quite ordered for myself yet. So I just use what I already have on hand, and then if I don't have a color in front of me, then I pop out to my local Michael's store. Okay, and then this one I want to be 520. Yeah, I'm really lucky. I'm like literally only a 5-minute drive away from a Michael's. It's not the best Michael's, but still, Michael's is Michael's. I'll take it. Okay, so this is the palette that I want to use. I want this to also go along, like kind of match along with the Nightcrawler Cryptid theme. So what I'm going to do is I want this whole chart to be black, or to represent black Ada, basically, or any dark color that one of my customers might choose to stitch on. Now, for the free version of StitchFiddle, unfortunately, you can't use the paint bucket where if you were to right click, you could literally fill this in just a click with the paint bucket for whichever color you need. But as you can see, this is a premium feature. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill this all in by hand. But thankfully, through the magic of editing, you don't have to sit here with me as I slowly go through this whole thing. Alright, so Black Ada. Great. Now what I want to do is I want to start with my design. So, again, I should have, or I've got a bit of a sketch here that I did with how I want to do this. But I'm still just kind of going to free hand draw this in. So if you make a mistake, say I didn't like that last line that I did, you can quickly undo it by hitting Control Z. On Mac, it's Command Z. And then boom, just gets rid of it. Forget that. Editing Meg popping in here just to let you know that you cannot redo a feature once you've undone it. Apparently redo is another premium feature. And watch as I swish around my cursor in frustration. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. So again, I'm mostly winging this. I do have a little bit of a sketch beside me, but it's literally like a scribble. I just used some scrap paper I had at work when inspiration struck. I'm sure you can already guess. I'm still going with the Cryptid theme, and this is just my basic outline of a little tiny jackalope. So here I'm just, mirroring what I've already done on the other side. And we'll just fill this in. Maybe make him a little more rounded down here. Now, you know what? Let's make him even more chonky. Can't help myself. Ever since the Witchy Stitcher, she released her Cryptid Stitch Along, and I've been following along on her page, and then just seeing all the awesome cross stitchers posting what they've done through it. Like, I've just been kind of Cryptid obsessed since then. Alright, do I like that? I don't know. Let's just keep going and see. Helps a lot to use the zoom tool because you don't realize how close your face is sometimes to the monitor, and it's good to just take a step back and make sure the design looks how you want it to look. Okay. Not too bad so far. Now let's add in some more details here. kind of look like a candelabra. We're not Lumiere. Just like that. Yeah. Okay, so we don't need to go super crazy on this because we're just doing a small little piece, just something that you can, you know, quickly stitch out when you have some time. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, so now we can get in there and do some shading. So I usually take my lightest shade first and just kind of outline where I think some of the shadows would go. Just fill this in. Go in with a darker shade of gray, and then just kind of keep going with the shadows here. I think it kind of looks cool if you add some random, you know, spots, make some confetti. That's just me. I know when you're working on a larger piece and there's a lot of confetti, it's a pain in the you-know-what. And we'll just kind of keep following along with our lighter shade. Just to give some dimension to our little buddy here. Yeah, I like that. And now we're going to go into the darkest shade here, and again, just kind of pick some spots where you figure to jump around from color to color, because I don't know about you, but I don't always get stuff right on the first try. Okay, maybe we'll put one in there, just a yep. And we'll do another light one here. Nope, I don't like that there. But we can do another mid-range one here. Yeah, I talk to myself a lot as I'm working on pieces. I do this at work too. I'm trying to figure something out. I'm just talking to myself. Coworkers look at me like I'm crazy. But you know, sometimes you need expert advice, right? Dad jokes. Okay. He really is a chonky boy. Should we fatten up his... No. There we go. Fatten up his face a bit. Do a mid-range dot there. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how cute this looks. So now what I want to do is... let's create a little terrarium effect again. This is where I have the most difficulty. Last time with the Nightcrawler, I wanted to do an oval. But I mean, things don't always work out how you want them to. So we're just gonna kind of sketch out a beginning of something. 1, 2, 3, 3. Well, we're not really turning ovally again, but that's okay. Okay, so, no, I don't like how that's turning either. Do I make you longer, or do I make this longer? Nope, I make this longer, okay. Okay, so this is kind of the shape that we're gonna go with. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of repeat what I've already done up here, down here. Please tell me you guys talk to yourselves too while you're doing something. And bada boom. Okay, okay, pretty cute. Not gonna lie, I like this. Now, I don't like how high up he is though. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna click this funky little select tool, and then we are going to click and drag a box around our little guy here. Now, all we can do with the free version is copy and paste this, which is fine. It just means that when we do copy and paste this, I'll just show you. Right about here, yes. Paste. So it'll move your buddy down, click apply, but it will also keep a portion of the original behind. So that's okay. We can just quickly click on our black and then just erase it out. So I like him better down there. Okay, so just like with the Nightcrawler, we're gonna select our green color here and then just kind of go in and give him a little bit of a patch of grass. And, yep. And I like to make my stuff pixelated. I don't, again, you don't have to do something like that. You can literally just go, nah, I want my grass to be like this, sure. Okay, and then we're gonna add some more confetti, because I just think it looks so cool. Up here too? Yeah, up here too. We have to. So I'm just basically taking all the colors, or shades of gray, I should say, and just kind of randomly placing them where I think they look good. Oops. No, I don't want you there. Put another gray there. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You know, just treat creating a pattern like you would if you were sitting down sketching something. Like, nobody's perfect. And just keep working at it until you get something that you like. Okay, you know what our little bunny needs? Okay, we'll just zoom in here because I want to get some more details in. Alright, so these funky little lines here in the top left hand menu are back stitching. So I think we should add in some whiskers. Okay, so let's do the gray here. So these work by clicking and then dragging to where you think it should end, and then it will create what looks like a back stitch for you. You know, I think just one is going to do it, actually. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's Alright, so last step, just to mirror what I did with the Nightcrawler. I'm gonna go back into my white here, and then we're just gonna, oh, I'm still on backstitching, so Control Z, and then click on this black box with the X in it for full stitches, and just gonna add in some stars and a little bit of confetti, because I can. Another little burst over here. Boop. Okay, so I forgot, I'm supposed to add in like the little topper handle here. Topper handle, yep. That's what it's called. Okay, and then we're gonna give this little guy some feet. Like that? Yeah, like that. This is a very funky container. I'm just gonna copy again what I did on the other side. Sometimes my brain doesn't want to work. Yes, that's fine. Do I like that? I don't like that top. Okay, so we're gonna erase this. I like those feet though. Those are cute. Let's do like a light. There we go. Be boring today. Do another oval. Ah. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to do some more back stitching as well, just like how I did on my Nightcrawler one. Just want to add in some details to make it look like light's reflecting off the left-hand side of this. I don't know what kind of light makes an X, okay? I just think it looks kind of cute. Add in a line or two. Yeah, about there. Another X. Yeah, we'll just do a line here. Okay. Now, we always want to crop right up to our stitched area. So if you click on select and then highlight the area you want to get rid of, you can then right click on it and hit delete row. So select, highlight where I don't want this, and delete columns. Same thing again. Delete. I really do like how this looks, and I do. I think he's cute. So as I was actually editing this video, realized that, oh, there we go, close up. Oh, you're gonna freeze on me again, aren't you? Nope, there we go. That this isn't quite even right here, so that's okay. Easy fix. Just gonna erase that puppy there, grab our white again, and bada boom. Now she's all even. You know what? How would it look if we made our little cryptid kind of derpy? Oh, there we go. Staying right into your soul. Okay, so next up, what you would do is you would click on your title space there, and then you would name this puppy. So ByMegC. Hit apply. Okay, so now that it's named, we are going to download our little pattern here, which is easy to do. You just, on these 3 lines up in the top left hand corner, click on them, scroll down to where it says download. Now the free version of StitchFiddle unfortunately just has 2 options. You can download a PDF printable document, or you can download a PDF which is cropped. Generally you want to go with this set version here. You choose your paper size. You are only allowed to do the default margin size unfortunately, but that's okay. And you can choose if you want your pattern to be small, which would be spread out over 2 pages, medium, which is spread out over 4 pages. This also, so technically it's 5 because your color key would be on a separate page of its own. But we're just going to do 1 single page because this guy's pretty small, so we don't need to worry about you know, not being able to see all the detail. And then you would click apply, and then it automatically starts downloading for you if it's just a single page. There we go. Now if you had StitchFiddle Premium, you would be able to do colors and symbols and only symbols. However, the free version only gives you colors. So maybe if you were looking into selling your cross stitch patterns, you probably would want to upgrade to the premium version, as you know, not everyone likes stitching with just the color chart, especially if they're going to be printing this off at home. Definitely they would want this symbols only chart. But I mean, everyone's got to get started somewhere. So if you're going to start off doing small, spooky little cute patterns like this, then you might only need just the colored version. There's no right or wrong way to do this stuff. I had to just start learning from scratch. I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I'm still probably making mistakes, but I mean, you're not going to learn unless you try, right? So let's have a look at the downloaded pattern here. So as you can see, here's your pattern in your downloads here. Yeah, if you see these here, this is another upcoming video. So if you like dinos, then keep an eye on my channel because I've got some stuff coming. And as you can see, here is our PDF pattern. So StitchFiddle will automatically, in the free version, will give you page 1 being just the color keys, as I mentioned before, and page 2 is your pattern. So another thing that you want to keep in mind when you're using StitchFiddle to create your own patterns, especially if you're going to sell them, that yes, it will have your title on the file. However, it will also say design with StitchFiddle on here. So you're going to be giving away all your secrets if you are going to be selling small little cute patterns like these. So something to keep in mind. I think that's it. Obviously there is more to the process for when I release my patterns. However, we're well over time on this video. I hope you enjoyed watching a little bit more in-depth tutorial about how I do things. Don't forget, this pattern will be posted for free on my Facebook groups page. My group is very easy to find. All you have to do is just type in ByMegC and look through all the groups, and boom, everything's orange, of course, because it's my favorite color. I post a lot of free patterns. Currently there's only 3, however, with this Cryptid that we just completed with each other, there will now be 4. However, I tend to add patterns at least monthly. Right now my shop is also currently on sale, 20% off everything except for my stitch along. So just so you guys know, I have a stitch along happening. It is featuring basically some witchy familiars, however they're in skeletal form. So this is the border of the stitch along pattern. Yes, it is a nice little planchette and some nice little filigree around it. It's fairly simple to stitch up. I tried to keep everything user friendly, and I'm excited to get started on working with this with you guys. I've already finished my copy, of course, because I had to quality test it, and it looks pretty cool. So please head on over to my Facebook group, go check out my Etsy shop, ByMegC. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much for sticking with me, lovely boos, as I, launch into this new form of social media. I'm slowly but surely getting over my deathly fear of public speaking. Anyway, stay spooky, live nerdy, be you. Really? Really? Why are we frozen? Am I at work? Technology just goes crap around me. You just edit, redo. Oh, or not. Is that also? That's also a premium feature. Okay. Oh my god. Why can't I find the things? Fairly easy. Yeah, ba da ba da ba da.